Yeah. Let's see then. So where we left yesterday?
We are looking into the synchronous and asynchronous
Correct.
custom action.
Synchronous and asynchronous custom actions. Okay. Even we have seen it practically how it works, right? Synchronous and asynchronous custom actions.
Yes.
Yeah. I think that's good. Then we have to move on to the next topic, that is the transforms. Okay.
Okay.
So if you remember, I was when discussing about. Let's assume if you already got exe, I mean the scenario one. So far, what we have seen is this: developer, the requester is giving us the executable, and we are trying to convert that exe to an MSI. Correct? That's
Yes.
what we have done.
Yeah.
Okay. So now let's look at the other scenario. Even in an interview point of view, people might ask you that if I give you vendor MSI, if I give you the MSI, what you do, right? You have to create a transform for it. Got it? That's called MST transform.
Okay.
So this way, this MSI is not built by us. It's already been developed by the developer. Okay. So you just look at here. You have the exe. This exe is already been designed by the developer, right? Similarly, I have my MSI. Even this MSI is already developed by the developer. So here the scenario is exe and MSI both are already been developed by the developer. That's a vendor, I could say. If
Okay.
you have a notepad vendor or Microsoft vendor, they are going to develop the applications, right? So they already developed in a form of MSI straight away. Got it?
Okay.
So let's see. So what we call it is vendor MSI.
Well, uh, Rajendra, I think there's a ping from Madhu.
How is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Madhu, tell me.
Voice is not clear as what she says.
Is it clear for you?
For me, it is clear. Yeah, it is clear.
Okay. So, but I'm not sure. So, how about now, Madhu? Is that good?
Yeah, it's fine, sir. Now fine.
Okay. You mean to say it was low or it was not clear? Any kind of disturbance that you see?
Now clear.
Okay. So, right now I'm just talking about this EXE to an MSI conversion. This we have already seen. When we talk about the vendors, right? So, usually the vendors will develop application in the form of EXE or else in the form of MSI. But mostly in the olden days, we used to see the vendors or the developers are giving you the EXE. But recently, since last 4 or 5 years, I see that the developers are directly giving you the MSI. Okay, I don't say that every developer is giving you the MSI, but the trend is started. There are many developers they giving you MSI as
Oh, okay.
well. Okay? So right, but it doesn't mean that okay, your job is done. You can straight away use this MSI. No, it will never be the case. Whether the vendor, the developer, they give you EXE or MSI, still the packaging engineer has to do their own task, right? What is that the packaging engineer doing it? Customizing, right? We are
Yes.
going to customize it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So let's see. But we call this MSI is a vendor MSI. In an interview point of view, in a technical terminology, remember vendor MSI is nothing but this is not built by the packaging engineer. This is given by the vendor. Okay.
Okay.
So now in an interview, they ask you what do you do if you get the vendor MSI? How do you customize it? So
Yeah.
you are not going to edit this MSI straight away. Okay, you are going to edit this MSI by converting into an MST. Okay, so what is mean by that? You have to create a transform for it.
Okay.
Okay,
Yes.
so let's do that. How do I do it? So we have seen converting EXE to MSI. Who is going to do this?
Yeah, the repackager tool.
Right. So converting MSI to an MST, there is a tool for it, right?
Okay.
Tuner.
Tuner. Okay.
Okay. Tuner is also coming from the Admin Studio. Okay. Remember, Admin Studio is a vendor. I mean, it's a tool. Okay. It's a software. Whenever you install it, you get repackager, tool number one. You get tuner. Okay.
Okay.
So we have seen the purpose of repackager. This is to convert EXE to an MSI, and tuner is to convert an MSI to MST. Okay. And there is one more tool. What is that?
Install shield. Okay.
So what are we doing with the install field?
Editing.
We are editing. So
Yeah.
you can edit MSI, you can edit MST. So install shield is a editing tool for MSI as well as MST.
Okay.
Okay. So that is what this. Let's see. I give you a vendor MSI, then we'll try to create an MST. Once you create an MST, how do you deploy or how do you install it? Okay.
Okay.
Okay. For that, let's go back. Okay. Transform is another form of packaging. Okay. If we have given MST, we create an MST, we edit it, and we install it. Okay. Let's see now. I am trying to see, do I have any MSIs that's given by the vendor? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I have vendor MSI here. This is the Adobe Acrobat Reader.
Okay.
Let me copy this. What is this? Adobe, right?
Yeah, Adobe.
Done. So now I got the MSI. My customer is asking me, create a package for Adobe Acrobat Reader. And they gave me the MSI as a binary files. Okay. Now I have to, I'm not supposed to edit this MSI. I have to create an MST for it. Okay. So let's create it. Let's right click and okay, I don't want to do. First, I need to convert, right?
Yeah.
Create an MST. Go to Admin Studio.
Okay.
Go to Tools. You see the tuner.
Yeah.
Okay, repackager we have seen. Let's open this tuner. Okay. Now click on this. Create new transform.
Okay.
Now. So it is asking me to select an MST, right?
Yes.
You are going to create an MST for the existing MSI. You cannot create an MST straight away. You need to have an MSI for it.
Okay.
Without MSI, there is no MST. Remember that.
Sure.
So now I have this. You select the MSI. I'm going to browse my MSI. Okay, let's see.
Okay.
So where is it? Under Adobe, right?
Adobe MSI. Yeah.
This is my MSI. Okay.
Okay.
Let me see this. Select this MSI. Now you look at it. It's going to create MST.
Okay.
So where is this going to be created? In the same location?
Yeah. Mm.
Yeah, where you have the MSI.
Mm.
Okay, let's see how do we create this. You have a response transform option. Okay. For the time being, anyway, let's see. Let's create a response only directly. Okay. So what is mean by response transform? You are going to give all the input when you are creating an MSI to MST. Let me show you now. Let's click on create.
Okay.
Now you see there is a wizard coming up.
Yeah.
So you have to give the the input here.
Oh, okay. Similar to capture, kind of.
Yeah, it's exactly like a capture.
Okay.
So that's why I said, what do you call it is response. I'm giving response to each and every dialogue.
Okay. Okay.
So that response is going to be captured in my MST. That's why I'm calling this transform is a response transform.
Okay.
Clear?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, now you can change it now. Change the destination folder. Maybe your MSI is trying to install under C program Adobe Reader 11.0. But you may have a different requirement. Maybe a customer might be asking you to redirect into C drive and Adobe. Okay? It is one of the customization. Okay. You got an application, they're asking you to repackage it. So I'm going to change this, the destination folder to a different location in my MST.
Okay.
You got it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe let me try to change it. Okay, let it be. I'm not going to touch now. See, next. See, now this is asking me the second input. Do you want to really install the updates? By default, MSI is trying to install the updates automatically. That is an MSI behavior. But when I am customizing it, right, this is one of the requirement for me. And it's also one of the global standard. I should always try to suppress all the auto updates. I should never be installing any updates, right?
Yes. Yes.
So what should I do now? Manually check for and install the update.
Okay.
I'm not looking for the notify me option also.
Yeah.
Because if I say notify, then it will prompt stating that there is a new update available. Do you want to install it? My customer might be just worried.
Mm.
Why is it asking me to update?
Yes.
So let's suppress everything, notify and update everything. So I say that, okay, I go it manually and do this. So my MSI is coming up with the install update option. but my MST will be going with this option because I'm customizing it, right?
Yes.
Now, let's see. Install. So it is not going to install it. It is basically going to create a transform. That's for MST.
Okay.
Okay. Now the transform is created. Let's see. Where is it? C
Same.
drive, same location
Yeah.
on my desktop.
Yes.
Let's see. I'm just going to close it. You see now. 1018.
Yeah, it's created there.
Okay. Now I got the MST. So I'm not really touching the MSI which is given by the vendor. I'm going to make all the changes inside of this MST. All my customization, all my company standard, everything, I will do it in the MST. Clear?
Yes. Okay.
Okay. So there is a reason, one more thing. Why maybe you have a doubt. You already have MSI. Why don't I edit this MSI and straight away do all the customizations? That's even possible,
Yes.
right? Yeah, but I don't really do it. That is not a best practice. The reason is this MSI is already designed by somebody. I don't even know how the development was done. You develop the MSI, right? You
Yeah.
might be having a lot of the thoughts in your mind. You might have written some custom action. You have written something else, and I do not have any idea how you develop this MSI. Okay? So if I try to do any changes in my MSI, that is going to fail, right?
Yes.
It won't
Understood.
even work. So yeah, MSI is failed.
Mm.
So somebody is developed the MSI. I am trying to make the changes. That is not supposed to do it. That's against the policy. Vendor might complain it. Why are you touching my MSI?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. So what I do, as per the standard, I have to create my own transform and do all the changes in the transform. If anything goes wrong, you can recreate the MST one more time. You don't need to do any changes in the MSI. MSI will be always stay intact. Okay? You have to make changes only in the MSI.
Okay. Okay. Sure.
Okay? Yeah. So right click and edit. As I said, MSI and MST both can be edited using the install shield.
Okay.
Okay? Yeah. Let's see. Right click, edit with. Yes. Now you see it's the same tool. Okay. Now it's asking me where is your MSI. Let's click on next. If you want to open the transform, right?
Okay.
It's asking me where is your base MSI. As I said, MST is something which is not going to live, or it's not going to live without MSI. So MST is always from the MSI. So you need to have MSI and MST together to install the application. So that's why it is asking me where is your base MSI? How did you create this transform? Okay,
Okay.
you browse it. MSI,
Yes.
open. Okay, clear?
Yes. Okay.
Now let's see what is that I'm going to do here now. It's the same process. Go
Yeah.
to general information, look at the product name, or how it looks like. The product name should be
Same
vendor
as.
name,
Mm.
application name, then the version, right? So you follow the same standard, okay?
Okay.
And you try to disable this the change button and remove button. That's against, I mean, that's as per the policy.
Yeah.
You have to disable them, right?
Yes.
Okay, let me disable the change button. Let me disable the remove button. But repair button needs to be enabled. Okay, remember, we should give a repair to the user.
Okay. So it means if the vendor MSI is not having few certain global standards, then we can try to edit it, right? Like
Correct. So this is the reason we are
uh,
doing the packaging. That's why it's a repackaging.
yeah. Okay.
So MSI might not follow all the standards that your company follow, right?
Yeah.
MSI they follow as per the developer standards.
Okay. Okay. So not only the
That's
change
right.
new changes, but also we follow the global standard. Verify and change.
Right. Correct. You have to definitely follow the global standard. There is no doubt.
Okay.
And this is something I did it. And also, you remember this advertise shortcut. You need to have all the advertise shortcuts in your
Yes.
MSI.
Yes.
If this is not advertised, you have to advertise it.
Okay.
Go to desktop and it is also not advertised, you make it advertised. Okay.
Okay.
That's a global standard. What is the purpose of creating a package? We
Mm,
want to make use of the self-healing concept, right?
correct.
So, but again, it also depends on the internal standards of the company. Some of the organization they say that no, do not edit anything in the vendor MSA.
Okay.
Let's follow as it is. Whatever is there in the MSA, you just go with that. Only the package name, maybe if you want to change it, you do it. Even some companies they say don't even change the package name, let it be. Let as it is installed.
Okay.
Okay, that's one of the company standard also. They are very scared about if you change the name, it might even impact somewhere.
Yeah.
That is also possible.
Yes.
Okay, that's why we never dare it. Some of the companies. So what I do here is, okay, I'm just trying to rename just to show you what is coming from MSI, what is coming from MST. Okay? Just for the no purpose. I just renamed it as MST. Go to product name also, let's make it hyphen MST. It's coming from MST. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can
Hello?
hear you.
Am
Yes.
I,
Yes.
oh, okay. Yeah. So that's the change. And also you have to make the changes, right? Regarding the properties. You remember?
Yes.
Agree to license should be yes always.
It has to be silent.
And yeah, and reboot, if you look at the property, reboot,
We have to.
reboot is no.
Mm,
Always make it no.
yeah, we have to make it.
There is one more property you remember. Reboot is equals to really suppress. There are four properties I want to have it in every MSI package. Got it?
Okay.
There is one more root drive, if you remember.
Uh,
C drive. There is one more property. What is that?
mm,
Limit UI is equals to 1.
okay. Okay.
So
Interact.
just yeah, let's have all your standards added to the MST. Open
Okay.
up your packaging standard document and
Mm,
try to follow one by one what needs to be done in the general information, what needs to be done for the features, what to be done for the component. We
okay.
know that component should not have a key, I mean, should not have any empty component or should be having a key path for each
Yeah.
component.
Yeah.
You try to look at all of them and try to add all the standards to your package and just simply save it.
Okay.
You don't need to build. Okay. The build option is only for ISM.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So once you have MSI, you have to save it. You edit and save it. You don't need to build.
Okay.
Okay. Now, yeah. If you want to add anything, any customization, environment variable to be added or to be modified, if you want to add any files and delete some files or modify some files, everything that you do inside your MST, once you're done with all the changes, then you save it. So once you save it, what happens? You see the MST got saved 10:27 just a minute back.
Yeah, it's updated.
So now what do you do? Now what do you do? Install it. How are you going to install it? MSI and MST together.
Yeah.
You can't install MSI alone because MSI doesn't have any customizations. It's a plain MSI given by the vendor.
Okay. Okay.
Got it?
Yeah. So while calling this MSI and MST, can we pass properties also, the public properties at command line?
Yeah, of
Okay.
course.
Okay.
See, MST is again, it is one of the other format of the packaging. It's again a packaging format. It's coming again from the uh, packaging tool only, right? So ultimately, you can pass parameters either to MSI or to MST.
Okay. Okay.
Same MSIs are applicable. I mean, MSI properties are applicable. Even I show you right now. We'll see.
Okay.
So I have the MSI and MST ready. How are you going to install it? How do you install MSI and MST? Same command, msi/i. Then you just give the MSI. Earlier we used to do msi/i and the MSI location. Then the parameters QB and whatever it is, right? Now you're just simply adding another parameter. That's transforms. You're getting it.
Yes. Yes.
Let's see. What should I do? Open your command prompt, right click, run as admin, browse this location, right? Copy as path, CD. Okay. So now MSI exec/i.
Okay.
Then your MSI. What is your MSI? Adobe, right?
A.
Sorry, it's Acrobat. I think. Yeah, MSI. Acro read MSI. And then you have a transform.
Okay.
So add Acro read MST. Correct?
Yes.
Then same /QB, or if you want to add any properties like reboot is equal to really suppress, or
Okay.
add or remove that ARP no modify,
Okay.
anything, any public property
Okay. Okay.
that you can pass it here.
Sure.
Now I'm just going to install it and let's see how it works. Then go to start menu,
Okay.
look at the shortcut name.
Yeah. MST.
Right. It means it's coming from your transform.
Okay. Okay.
And also go to add and remove programs. What is the shortcut? appwiz.cpl. Just look at here, Adobe Reader.
Yes. It's updates. Yeah.
Yes. And you look at on the top, the buttons. There is no uninstall, there is no change. Got it?
Yes.
Those two buttons also I removed inside the MST. But MSI was giving all those options. MST doesn't.
Yes.
Clear
Yeah.
how it works? Now, okay, this is about an install. I do install it. How do you remove it?
Um.
Install MSI and MST is fine, but What about an uninstall?
Okay.
How do we do this? It's the same.
/x and then all the transforms.
Yes.
Okay.
You don't need to run all the transform.
Hmm?
Just only the location of the MSI is
Oh,
enough.
okay. Okay.
Because MSI know where is MST.
Oh, okay.
Or else you can simply use the same. What is the other way to do it?
Oh, the product code. Okay, good. Mm.
Yeah, it's anything you can follow.
Okay, okay.
So removal is same. Either you go with MSI removal or you go with the product code. So
Mm.
one install can happen. You don't need to specify anywhere about the MST. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Now let's see that. MSI exec/x, then acro, right? MSI. I'm not passing any MST here. Okay. Let's see. Done. See now, it is removed. There is no Adobe.
Yeah.
There is no Adobe. Go to add a remove program. Just refresh. There is no Adobe.
Yes.
Yes, this is how you do install of your MSI and MST. I mean, the transform install can happen with a transform parameter, and removal can happen straight away with MSI. And you can also use the product code of the MSI.
Okay.
Clear?
Yes. Yes.
Now, let's come to this. How
Mm.
many transforms that you can create for one single MSI?
Okay.
You see here, I can create multiple transforms. I don't need, there is no limitation for it.
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's see. But why? Why I have to create multiple transforms? What is the use of it? Okay, let's discuss this. The region based.
The language. Okay.
Yes. Adobe Reader, I would like to deploy to US region, or
Mm.
I would like to deploy to UK region. So maybe region based settings quite possible, right? They might say, I want this language, or I might need this setting. So UK people say, I need this sort of settings. UK English, right? And US people say US English. So they want to add those something into it. Okay. And US people may say that there is a standard. They don't want any desktop shortcut.
Mm.
Okay. But UK people say we need a desktop shortcut.
Region wise and then okay. Okay.
Okay. Region-wise settings. Maybe US region have one head, the representative from that application, and UK region have a head. They have their own setting. So they say that okay, I want this setting, I want this. Then you create a different MST for different region. You don't need to modify anything in the MSI.
Okay.
Base MSI will always remain same. Okay.
Okay.
Only the changes you are applying in the MST, and you will be creating multiple transforms for it. Simple.
Yes. Okay. Mm.
Okay. Yeah. And it's a region specific, some settings. Sometimes it is a department specific. HR department, you have an IT department, you have a finance department, correct?
Yes.
You can also create multiple transforms based on the department wise.
Okay.
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 One department say that HR department say, hey, use this license key because they got their own license. HR
Mm.
team. We are of only 2 members in my team. Go with this license. This is only 2 user license. And other department IT say, no, I have large number of users, like 100 users. Let's use this license key. It's a volume based.
Okay.
So they might again select, okay, I need this language, I need this. They might give you their requirement. Then you can create according to their requirement a different MST. It's a very regular and common scenario. HR people different setting, IT people different setting, and US and UK it's a different, right?
Mm.
And the other thing is environment specific,
Okay. Dev.
development, production, UAT, testing, staging, right?
Okay.
Yeah, development needs some sort of settings, and production we need a different setting. Let's assume this Adobe is a database application, right?
Mm.
So when you are developing a dev package,
Mm.
it should be connecting to the development database.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
If your package is in the production one, it should connect to the production database. So
Oh.
the changes, the database name, I would be changing it in my MST.
Okay.
Okay? So region specific, department specific, environment specific, you can create multiple transforms for one single MSI.
Okay.
And you can deploy accordingly. You see, when you are deploying it, you use MSI and transform. So I use HR transform or IT or US or UP. I'll select the set of people for HR, a set of people for IT, then I'll deploy this transform.
Mm. Okay. So, one question, is there a scenario where we get MSI and MST file already provided by the customer?
Yeah. Of course, you do get it.
So in that
Definitely,
we
that is even possible.
okay. So in that we don't touch the already available MST, but we create a new MST and apply the change, whatever it is. Like, is it like that?
Yeah, we can exactly. That is what. That's a very good question. Let's see now what's going to discuss it. That's my next. Mm, how are you going to install if you have the multiple transforms? You see here,
Mm.
Adobe 1.mst, Adobe 2.mst.
Okay.
This 1.mst would have been given by the vendor, and 2.mst is something I am going to add my company standards.
Okay.
You got it?
Yes. Yes.
It's on top of the MSI. Base, I am trying to do the customization in the base MSI. Okay.
Okay.
I'm not doing any customization on the existing MSI. They have done something, let it be. I'm not going to touch it. I will create my own MST and apply all my standards.
Okay.
Okay. So you can create any number of transforms. That's one of the interview question. What is the limit? How many MSTs you can create? You can say that no, there is no limit. You can create as many as you want, and you can also install all together.
Okay.
So you just have to separate with the semicolon. Okay.
Yes.
So this is how you do it. So one single MSI and multiple MSTs. The reason for creating MST is my requirement is something different requirement for different people. Okay. So 10 people need this setting and other 10 people need a different setting. Department wise or region wise or environment wise. So then I'll definitely prefer to create a transform and deliver it. I don't want to change the base MSI. If I change base MSI as per HR requirement, this MSI is gone. I cannot reuse, right? Because I already made the changes
Yes.
according to the HR requirement.
Yeah.
So that's how I use one base MSI, then I'll create multiple packages. So that is how the tuner will help me. So I can create transforms. So how do I install it? This is the install, this is the uninstall, and multiple transforms. Is this clear now? How exactly it works?
Yes.
Any doubts?
No.
Okay, that's good. So let me show you this. The parameter we were talking about, right? As of now, ARP no modify. Oh, sorry. It's already disabled, right?
Just a second.
Okay, you can't enable it if it is already disabled.
Just one
If it
question.
is, yeah.
Sorry. When there is this upgrade scenario,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know how to ask this question, but in the upgrade scenario, if the what to say, it
You
is
can
like
upgrade even on the
transforms, is it?
yeah. You can add the upgrade code straight away.
Okay.
Edit this MST.
I mean, on the existing MST, we do the change of the.
It's MST I'm doing, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Even in MST, I can upgrade it. I can go and create a major upgrade, and I can do it.
Okay. I mean, how do we get
You
that
see,
source from the customer? In what format do we get in upgrade scenarios when there is an MST? Like, is it like MSI and MST if they give, and they want to upgrade that particular application to a newer version? So at that time, we edit the MST provided by the customer, or we create a new MST.
yeah, it should be. We always create a new MST. That's what I'm
Okay.
saying, right? We
So
never depend anything on the given MST. We
okay.
never touch any of the existing one. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So you have to create your own MST and you add the upgrade code logic inside of it,
Say.
and you try to use that MST for upgrading.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So that is about this upgrades, and that's all about the transform. So transform is this way you can do it. So I see you can see direct edit MST mode. MST is also looks like the same as MSI, right? There is no difference because you are creating transform for the existing MSI. You see general information, setup, design,
Yeah. Yeah.
features, component, everything you see the same. There is nothing else. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Even right now, if I close, I want to use only the MSI. That's pretty much possible. You can go with MSI only.
But
You don't need to touch the MSI. You can straight away go and use this MSI. It works. Okay. Maybe you don't have any standards. That's it.
okay. So it means, I mean, like you said, I know like we are not allowed to edit the MSI, but if we do some changes in the MSI on one particular setting and MST has another value for the same setting, will it overwrite on that MSI?
Correct. Yes.
So they.
MST is the final one, right?
Hmm.
So you are applying MST on top of
Yeah.
MSI. MSI might have value 1,
Yeah.
but MST may have a 0. The priority, the preference would be given to the MST.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now you can see this. If you want to know the differences or the changes that you made inside the MST, because MST I created from the MSI, but I just only made 2 or 3 changes, right? Disable the change button and shortcut name and the product name. I modified only 3.
Yes.
So what all exactly I did the changes in the MST that even you can see it. So what you have to do is go to install shell. Okay. You have the option to see the difference. Install shell MST.
Oh, okay.
File. You have a transform, right? Okay. First open the MSI. Okay.
Okay.
Where is your base MSI? This one, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now you apply the transform on it. Where is your transform? This one.
Simulation. Okay.
Now you see the difference here. It's a color coding. If
Okay.
it is something green, sorry, if it is light sky blue color, then it is some like added.
New.
If it is light, the green, it says the modified, and pink is deleted. Now you look at these are the tables. Right? MSI is nothing but a table. Collection of tables is called MSI.
Okay.
So the difference you would be seeing only from the table point of view. Okay? You see now, validation is one of the table where the changes are happening.
Yeah.
Just scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, and see. These two are basically deleted, property and value. Okay. Whenever I'm trying to convert MSI to MST using the tuner has done these changes in the MST, in the tables. Okay. And let's look at feature. There is some value it's been changed. The enterprise feature value changed to 8. I don't know why it all happened, but whenever I'm doing with a tuner that has done the changes in the backend, these tables.
Okay.
And then go to the property. We know this property because we made it in front of us. Right? You see the agree to license, earlier it was no. What is mean by green? Modified. I modified it. You can even see what was the old value. No. In the brackets. Previous value was no. You made it to yes.
Okay.
Okay? And you see this purple.
Yes.
The pink. Sorry, the pink. It says deleted, right? So ARP no repair. I deleted, and I made it enable repair button. I enabled it. You see, right?
Yeah.
Repair button was enabled. That's why this property I had to delete it. I have added new properties to disable the modify and to disable the remove. Okay. So this is all that you can easily find out. Reboot is no property. Change the value. What is mean by this? Blue added, right? Newly added. Reboot is newly added. Root drive is newly added. Source product ID is added. So these all are added. Now if I go to shortcut, I renamed the shortcut. You remember? I updated it. That's modified. Okay. So this is one of the other way to find out the changes you made from MSI to MST. Maybe a kind of interview question. How do you know what changes you made in the MST? I cannot definitely remember all the changes what I made, right? Maybe if you ask me right away, I can tell you. But tomorrow, day after tomorrow, after a week, after a year, we don't know, right? We never even remember all these things, what happened. And maybe you're left the company. You created the industry, you left the company, and
Yes.
someone else joined. And how do they know it? You cannot tell him, right? It's all gone. Cost is cost. So this is where you can go ahead and find out the differences. Okay. Sometimes it is a troubleshooting purpose. It's very useful. MSI was working fine, but when I create an MST, it is failing.
Yes.
You can even see what changes are basically happened. You try to remove one by one the changes, roll back to the original values, and see if it works.
Okay.
So that is how this install field MSI difference tool will help you. It's a kind of interview question. How do you do it? Go to the tools, you have the difference option, go with the install field MSI diff. This tool will help you out.
Okay.
Clear?
Yes.
That's one thing. And there is one more thing. You can straight away edit your MSI, okay, with install field. You don't need to even use tuner also. You can straight away save as. You're getting it. Let's make the changes here. Go here and do save as. Save as also works. Save as MST. That is also possible.
Oh, okay.
Right now, I'm not able to do because of a trial version. Because you see, MSI is only read-only purpose. I cannot make any changes and create MSI. But in a real time, with a licensed version, you can do the changes.
Okay. Okay. On the MSI, but
Yeah.
save it as MST. Okay.
Yeah, you don't need a tuner. You go and edit your MSI and make the changes and save it as MST. Simple.
Hmm. Okay.
That is also possible. But only the difference is if you want to create response transform, right?
Ah, okay. So
Then you need a tuner.
Luna. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Because tuner will try to take all the input from you
Hmm.
and that is going to convert or make all the changes in the backend, the property values or the dialogues, or it could be anything, and it will add the relevant properties or relevant folders or files or whatever. It does all the thing for you if you go with the tuner. That is only useful if you need a response transform. Okay?
Okay. Yep.
So interview question, what is a response transform and a regular transform? So response is going to capture all the input from the user. Okay.
Yes.
So that's about it. Transforms. Let's go to the next topic. So transform is done. Is
Yeah.
this clear?
Here.
Let me focus on this one, active setup. This is something very important. It's a very,
Hmm.
very regular scenario and also repeatedly, the one of the important interview point of view question.
Okay.
What is mean by active setup? It's basically a concept of operating system. It's not something very specific about your packaging. It's nothing to do with the packaging. It's a basic OS concept.
Okay.
But we are going to use this active setup concept in our packaging world for customizations.
Okay.
Okay. So let's see. First of all, you need to understand what is mean by this active setup.
Hmm.
Let's see. What I do, I'll just go here. Uh, I have a file in app data folder. Okay, simple. This is my roaming app data. This is for the Rajendra, right?
Yep.
Let me create a file. Something, let's say, app setting or OS setting. So I have done some changes inside of it and I kept it. Okay. So this is there in the Rajendra's profile. I want to see the same file, same setting for the other users. Like if Vidya logs in, Vidya should also have the same file in Vidya's app data folder.
Okay.
If Madhu logs in, Madhu should also need to get the same. But
Okay.
as of now, you can't get this file unless I give you this file and you have to copy it manually in your folder. Okay, you can see it straight away. What I do, I'll just try to log off. Uh, I don't know whether your account is there.
Yeah. I think we recreated, right?
Yeah, I did lot of times. Oh,
Snapshot.
lot of rewards it happened.
Hmm.
Every day I'm just doing all new things, different batches. Okay,
Okay.
let's create an account with you. Okay?
Okay.
Done. Standard user, non-admin user. I'll log off from my account, Rajendra's account. I will try to log in with Vidya's account. Okay, now you go to app data. Let's see. Do you really see this? I want to see the file, right?
OS setting, yeah.
I don't see the file, but obvious because that is there in Rajendra's app data. That's a user profile, right?
Uh,
Every user, they have their own profile.
okay, okay. So,
You don't get it, and anyone else log in, they don't get it. But the intention is I want the setting to be populated for every user. Okay, who is going to do it? I'm not going to give you the file, and I don't ask my end user to copy this file to your location. Okay, so
yes.
this is something has to happen automatically. So maybe I can take a help of active setup here. So active setup will help you to do this activity. So what exactly the active setup does is
Mm.
it is going to execute the action, any script or any action at the time of logging to the user. I mean, logging to the OS. If Vidya is trying to log in, right?
Mm.
When you're logging in, it will try to look at that active setup. Do you want to really do anything? Do you want to copy something? Do you want to delete something? You want to install something? I can do it for you. That's what active setup says. Every time you log in, active setup will get invoked.
Yeah.
If you have written something in the active setup, that will be executed. Okay.
Okay.
I mean to say, let me show you this. I'll log off. Go to Rajendra's account. So if you want to perform something through active setup, what I do is I have to create a registry key for it. Go to Regedit, go to HKL, okay, and go to software. See here, Microsoft
Yeah.
active setup and installed component. So this is where you have to create a registry entry for your application or for your requirement. Then that, the requirement going to be executed at the time of logging to the computer. Any user try to log in, then this action gets invoked. Whatever the action you try to instruct here, that will be executed. Let me just simple, I go for the test. Okay,
Okay.
it's a test scenario. What should I do? Let's try to simply set up like hi. Okay, inside this packages, I'll try to create a VB script hi.vbs. Okay, I'm not doing any, the activity, just a simple activity that says message box. It's a welcome to active setup demo. Okay,
Okay.
simple message. If I run this VB script, it give me the pop-up. This is something I want to execute for every user.
Okay.
So let's create a string. For the time being, just forget about what I'm doing. You try to focus on the concept, the theory. I will explain you what I'm doing it later.
Okay.
Okay, done. I just created an active setup. My intention is I want to execute the VB script, which is going to give me a pop-up. Welcome to active setup. Okay. Now you see, I'm going to log off, right?
Yes.
I will log in with Vidya's account now. You see now?
Yeah.
So this action is going to be executed at the time of logging to the computer.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, inside this VB script, it is a simple script, right? I
Yeah.
just given a message box. But rather giving a message box, I would have asked to copy the file. OS settings was the file, right? It was there in Rajendra's app data.
Yeah.
I would like to copy the file to Vidya's app data. I can do that, right? Through the script. copy the file.
Correct. So this is
Rather giving just a simple message box, I could have written copy file command in the same VB that would have copied the file to the Vidya's app data. I can do anything. Clear?
yeah.
So this is a OS concept. I'm not doing anything specific about my package.
Yeah, we have seen this when we first time log in your own account. So okay, so this is possible through packaging as well. Yeah. Okay.
Yes. And you see this activity or this action only one time. It works only once per user.
Okay.
I mean to say it is done now, right? It's executed for Vidya.
Yes.
If Vidya try to log off, okay, you try to log in back to the same computer for the second time. It won't do this now.
Okay. Once applied and
Correct. It's only one time activity. Okay.
okay.
Remember this. Maybe in interview they question you: Is that active setup get executed every login, or is it only the one-time activities? We should be confident that it's only one-time activity. Clear?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what about it. I will try to show you how exactly we copy the file to Vidya's app data or to Madhu's or anyone else account. Okay, we will try to write a script and try to perform this through the active setup. First, we will see that manually, and the same thing we will try to add it in the package.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's it for the day. Maybe we will try to meet tomorrow, or else, what do you think? If you want, one second. Let me see if I have any meeting. Yeah. Okay. I think. Yeah, that's it for the day. I have something else to work.
Okay.
We'll meet again tomorrow then.
Sure, Rajendra. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. We are. I will try to wrap it as soon as possible. We have the topics like one is troubleshooting tools and something like an ICRS. We are done with this MST transform and ICRS is left. And active setup we are anyway discussing. We will discuss on the troubleshooting and then the MSS switches. It doesn't take much time. Because working on it, right? MSS switches, EIX, update, EAJ, QB, QB not. Will explain you. And yeah, I will try to finish maybe in another 3 to 4 sessions. And I'll give you one session regarding the SCCM, how exactly we will roll out this MSI packages. Because once package is ready, you should deploy it.
Yes. Yes.
So that I'll also explain you how it works, how do we create collection, how do we deploy the package, how do we troubleshoot the package. That we will cover. Let me take another 2 sessions for the SCCM related.
Okay.
We'll see.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay then. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much.
Yeah. Have a good day. Yeah. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah. Have a good day. Thank you. Bye bye, Madhu.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Madhu.
All.
Bye bye. Yeah.